Okay, Mandy, I do have something very important to show you. Will you be my bridesmaid?
What are you doing next Saturday? Are you free? I need another groomsman. It's open bar.
Bridesmaids gifts. I got everyone a monogrammed cup, tumbler, slippers, candle, safety pins, tied to go pin, writing pin, sticky boobs, earplugs for your date because of all the screams.
Oh, dude, remind me your last name? Also your real name. Yeah, Tracy doesn't want to put wifey on the wedding program.
No, I did ask Mandy to be a bridesmaid. I just feel like her feelings would have been hurt if she wasn't included, so.
You know how Drew's the sensitive one? What if we don't even invite him to the wedding just to piss him off? Yeah, no one tell him.
He has some great friends that are single available guys at the wedding. Maybe one of you falls in love. Maybe your love story starts that day.
Dudes, I just got word. Midnight Mandy's a bridesmaid! Someone scored this weekend. Who's walking down the aisle? No. You said you have 14 groomsmen?
Yeah, I think so, actually.
Did you send him like a cute little goodie bag? How'd you ask him?
Oh, the cutest little text. I texted and said, hey, I would love for you to be a groomsman.
Yeah,
Honestly,
you're in, right? Has anyone ever said no to that?
Yeah, it's like not even an ask. It's like you are a groomsman. Yeah, what's crazy? Honest to God, there's still 3 I haven't texted yet, and the wedding's in 2 months. Okay, so I haven't even got around to it all.
No ushers?
I don't think ushers. Ushers seem like honestly, I will say
the B team. It's the B team.
I did listen to Usher on the way here this morning. For some reason, I got in the mood. I listened to Let It Burn and Caught Up this morning.
Did you see he just released a new song?
Caught Up. No, I didn't even know that. I was just listening to Usher.
Release
just for fun.
Radar. I went on a little run. It's the top one. So if you don't know this about me, Usher, maybe my all-time favorite.
I've heard you cover him many times.
I've been trying. We're on tour, and now I have a dang child, which like takes up time. So because I want to get to his residency in Vegas. And and he released a song for the first time in a long time. Fire, of course.
Good for us.
He just said it like this for the whole song. Really high.
Good for him. But yeah, I do not have ushers in the wedding because I feel like people know how to walk down an aisle. They don't need like a 28-year-old guy.
I like when weddings do this. Are you going to line them up and like the importance to you? Have you known some weddings do that?
So I did not. I typed everything out. I was like, yeah, these are my groomsmen. And Rachel's like, well, they need to be in order of how they're going to stand. And I was like, well, that's fine with me. However I put them. And she's like, well.
It should just do height, right? Because I've been at a few weddings and be like, I'm towards the back here. I kind of look up there and I'm like, all right, those 2 guys are definitely his best friends. Why is there a pegging order? I don't.
And I'm taller than the guy in front of me. So I know it's not height.
Huh.
Must be a merit base.
Did she do a cute little goodie bag? Do you know what she did?
Yes. I actually kind of helped her come up with some ideas for it. She put like an old, like cringy photo of that girl, like when they were like wearing a dress, like let's say, homecoming in 2008, like how they looked and how they were dressed.
Antebellum. Yeah. How embarrassing was this?
Right? Because you could like get canceled out. No, just like the cheesy, just how different the dress trends were and how their hair looked or whatever. And put that on a t-shirt and then gave them that as kind of just this dorky like t-shirt you're probably never going to wear, but it's really funny to look at.
Well, isn't that fun? Rachel seems like a creative gal.
She's fun. She's real fun.
Kind of likes the little...
Yeah,
we don't need to do you don't need a candle. Candles, people have too many candles. Real quick, the song's called Glue, I'm sorry. Don't want to get copyrighted. 2 seconds of it. Are you kidding me? Imagine that in Vegas?
You know what song's better than that? The intro theme music.
How about some falsetto? Play that music. Let's do it.
Correct opinions. Correct opinions.
First and foremost, the Correct Opinions live in person on the road podcast for the first time ever. Tickets on sale now. Tacoma, Washington. We will be there May 20th, right? Let me double check. Because it's May 20th, Saturday, 2 p.m. Maybe kind of a little late brunch vibes because the Grow Up tour is in Seattle that night. So, we're giving you options. Come out, see the, if you do both, you're just a realist. You're the realest fan out there.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty fun.
But some of these people, like I'll see people in Seattle and like, it's the first time we're setting foot here in a while. Don't want to run into Antifa. I'm like, listen, I'm just going where I'm booked. So if you're one of those people, Tacoma's a little outside the city.
You don't have to go in. Yeah. So yeah, we're excited. It's going to be a good time. Never been to Tacoma before.
we're trying it out. We're gonna see if we want to keep doing this live in-person podcast thing. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Katie will be there. That's
Yeah.
probably a question. We're gonna make sure.
Family Man will be there.
By then, Thomas will be old enough to like survive
And
24 hours.
talk. Like we're gonna get a microphone too.
True.
He can say a few things.
He'll do a cover of Usher's new song "Glue." That's the hope.
Yeah,
does.
but it'll be fun.
He has a falsetto. He'll do He's hit that a few times. So get your tickets. We're ready.
Yeah. Our golf channel is sponsored by Tacoma, and now the podcast, we're going to go to Tacoma. So if there's anything else like Toyota Tacoma, if you want to sponsor us, anything else that sounds like those words, this is our year. We're going all in on
We're
those
open.
type of words.
Rebecca.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I don't know.
his wife?
Oh, I thought
I don't know.
Rebecca Tacoma.
I don't know. We are excited. So get your tickets, and we've got. Thank you again, fan videos. We'll roast you kindly.
If it needs to be.
So we have another video submission. Send them to the Correct Opinions Instagram. Follow us there. Thanks for all the comments on the YouTube channel. Go subscribe. We're at 40,000 subscribers. Thank you.
Fun.
People really liked the last episode. They particularly loved Jake's innocent sheltered moment about the breast milk. What did you say? Like you guys, Derek knew this the whole time.
You and Derek knew about boobs the whole time and never told me.
Someone just commented a sentence. The episode Jake learned about boobs.
I liked all the comments that were like, how does Trey keep hitting all these cars? Is this
Yeah.
Trey's
Yeah.
second accident in the past
It
few
was
months?
second tiny ding of a not moving vehicle, which is embarrassing. Also, the second fender bender I've been in the last decade. It's just been
It's like 2 in the
Average it
last
out, I'm doing
month,
good.
but also 2 in the last decade.
so calm down, all right. And it's been a thing. The first one, by the way, didn't cost me anything. It was such a small touch, it was fine. Second one did cost me quite a bit. I hit it with a little more force. I will say, not to brag, but when you have an electric car and a non-electric car, I think that might have something to do with it.
It's a different driving experience.
And you get a little quick, and you're just like, you're used to kind of driving. You know, you drive sometimes. You're like, I don't know how I got here. I kind of did this by muscle memory.
Yeah.
So I think that's what came into play. I did each different car. So I dinged in our gas power car, and I backed in one with our electric power car. So I'm a little. That's not good.
The electric car is the one you backed in another car
Yep.
with, which is impressive because the size of the screen and the backup camera. I mean,
Exactly.
you have an iPad to work with.
Well, I just feel like it doesn't. Should it not like slam on the brakes or something? Isn't it a smart car? Screw that.
You're just testing the limits at all times. Like, it'll stop me from like veering into this person, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I did when I got out. The person was furious. It's like, well, you got to understand, it's the car's fault.
the software failed. It was supposed to stop me and it was supposed to run a few errands for me too, and it didn't do that either.
I'll
so
file like a civil lawsuit, and we'll kind of figure this out. So thank you for all that. Let's get to our video submission. Send us your video questions, concerns, comments in the Correct Opinions Instagram. That we're almost at 100,000 on Instagram.
Whew.
We're growing. Thank
Yeah.
you guys. All right, who we got? What's up, Sarah?
What's up, Trey, Katie, Derek, and Jake? Love the podcast. I just want to speak out as a fellow sheltered kid.
Okay.
Grew up in a Christian home. Things that I couldn't watch were like
I can
Scooby-Doo
tell.
episodes that had witchcraft in it, even though the witchcraft was always discovered to be smoke and mirrors kind of stuff, not even real.
still smoking though.
My mom
What
used
was
to
that
always
smoke?
skip the scene in Lion King where Scar is plotting with the hyenas because Scar would call them idiots or tell them to shut up. So definitely couldn't have that.
Oh wow.
Ironically, there was like a double standard though because we could watch Avatar: The Last Airbender growing up, which you don't know is a really great show with a great storyline. It's an anime show that was on Nickelodeon back in the 2000s. I guess my dad really liked watching it with us, so my mom just assumed it was fine. But there was like meditation, spiritualism,
Whoa,
spirits,
meditation.
all this other stuff. So
Hey,
calling each other
cut that out,
idiots.
Derek.
But Easter spiritualism was probably fine, right? Anyway, thanks for all you do. Love the podcast.
What's up, Sarah?
We're gonna have to bleep some of those words you were saying.
kidding.
Meditation,
This is a-
spirits.
Bring that filth video submission. That is funny though. If you grew up really sheltered or really strict, you can probably think of weird exceptions you had. Because I feel like a lot of the main shelter kids are like, mainstream music, absolutely not. And my parents were cool, man. We were listening to a lot of But mainstream music was totally cool, which was interesting. So
Who were your favorites back in the day?
My dad really put me on. He loved to brag about how he loved all the black singers.
He was
Not
pretty
'cause
proud
they're
of
black,
it.
but he liked the soul, which I do too. Usher,
Yeah.
we were just talking about Usher. So like, man, we're listening to Stevie Wonder was huge.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, all those good. Well,
Yeah.
the black and white version.
The Jackson 5.
Jackson 5. So a lot of that. And then one big exception that was an accident was like, we were big on, I can't watch a PG-13 movie till I was 13. I saw someone send me a DM. They're like, I couldn't watch PG-13 movies until I was 15 because whoever's making those decisions, they don't have the same values as us. We got to back it up. A couple
Different standards.
but my first ever video I got when I was like 5 was this like very graphic, violent, like fighting, bloody, gory game.
Wow.
Because my mom was just clueless. There was also like ratings of video games. So I already talked about this, didn't I? I think I did. That was the exception. So they're like, oh my gosh, reel that back. We're going E for everyone.
You could do
E
those
for
games.
everyone.
E for everyone. Yeah, I'm trying to think of it
So
except
it sounds like dad with Sarah was like, all right, honey. I mean, my gosh, we're muting the word idiot. Let me watch one cartoon I like with my daughter. I'll start a conversation about school when they do yoga.
It's funny, yeah, where you have to draw the line. And they were like, you can't, Scooby-Doo is trash. The Lion King, no thanks. Anime is where it's at.
Yeah, this
Anime
guy,
is what we
he
need
can
more
move
of.
water with his mind. That's not witchcraft. That's just cool.
That's sick craft.
Yeah, that's what that is.
That's amazing.
Thank you, fellow sheltered kid, and all the recties for all the submissions. I feel like we really struck a chord with a lot of the people out there. Are we a voice of the sheltered people?
I thought we were doing a giveaway or something because I checked the Correct Indians post and it had like 500 comments.
my
I was like,
gosh.
did we offer free money or so? How are there this many comments? And there's this many sheltered kids listening to the podcast. So that was great. So
Which
yeah,
is, I guess, good. We're approved by sheltered people. We're E for everyone.
it really is great. I didn't really know all that. My stand-up special was the sheltered kid special, and who knew?
Let me just read a few more because we've gotten hundreds and hundreds more comments on the Correct Opinions
Yeah.
Instagram posts. So I'm just read a few. Heather says, I was homeschooled 20 miles into the mountains. We had no sex ed. I thought the song actually went, quote, when a girl walks in with an itty bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get feelings.
Nothing could have prepared me for that last word. And a round thing in your face, you get
Feelings. Appropriate ones.
you get
That are-
butterflies, and these butterflies manifest
Which
into
are normal,
feelings.
but
Yeah.
we need to push those down until
There's blue butterflies and there's pink butterflies. Let's not have purple.
you're 20. I know 18's adult, but the government isn't. We have a higher standard.
That's so funny. You get feelings. Yeah, Sir Mix-a-Lot was really big on like feelings, and
Jessica said, I thought women spontaneously got pregnant because God wanted them to be. And basically, I believe pregnancy equals immaculate conception until high school. High school health class did it for me. I called my mom and had a lot of questions. She thought everyone who was ever pregnant
it was all magical.
Man, God is he's just planting
One
a
for
lot of-
you, one for you, one for you. And just wives everywhere are having to say, well, I guess if that would be normal. Like, I was just thinking every wife has to be like, I promise it was God. Like, I didn't. I know it looks like this, but I didn't.
I had a sheltered buddy who one day we were just out in the wild. He saw a gal who was particularly well endowed, trying to be class, and he was like, well, boob job there. And I was like, I mean, we don't know. And he's like, well, no, she's like skinny. I go, wait. Do you think if a skinny girl has large breasts, they're fake? He's like, yeah, right? He's like, no, that's not how it works. He literally thought if he ever saw a large chested woman, it was like she got surgery.
Wow,
That's
she's
not
got
possible.
money.
Yeah, he just didn't think that was possible. Like, where'd you learn that?
Like, you know how every human's different in all these unique ways? So that's the same thing with women, too. They can be in different shapes and sizes.
Oh my gosh. Tori says this is real life. We weren't allowed to wear swimwear, and they took us to the ocean. We were in the ocean with jeans.
Oh, my gosh.
Safety wasn't even a priority.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, it's a drowning hazard.
Oh my gosh.
We were in jeans.
Nelly, quote, "It's getting hot in here. Take off all your clothes." My mom, "Only if you have your swimsuit on underneath all of your clothes."
Oh, gosh.
Where are my tankini girls at?
Yeah.
I remember my poor little sister begging, just pleading, bikini. Like, my dork sister was at the pool party with a tankini on.
When you put
Your sister rocked the tankini? You recall that?
I think it was just the jeans for us. Tankini denim. Yeah.
Tankini and
I
mystery
don't know.
jeans.
She probably did have a little tankini going on. I don't know, though.
Tankini girls. So thank you for all the comments. That was a lot of fun. We'll keep that segment going.
I had kind of a, I guess this would be somewhat sheltered kid moment. I don't think until I started dating Rachel, I don't think I ever really understood how, what do we want to call it? Just the female tampons. Not the female tampons. I decided
Different from the male ones.
I just decided I'm not going to try to doll it up. I don't think I really understood
There's
how
such
those
thing as a man pond. If you've
like a man bun. Man pond.
no, with that too. But if you've had a particular spicy set of meals or something, you might put some added protection down there. You ever watch Robin Big?
Did they do that?
Yeah, Big was like, I got the man ponds down there. Shout out Robin
that's
Big.
funny.
Shelter kids don't know what in the world I'm talking about. Great show.
But so occasionally, guys, we still find ourselves in maybe like a coffee shop bathroom that's like co-ed. Anyone can use it. And there was like always like a little bin next to the toilet for like, what would it say? Like female products. Female products here or whatever. I used to always think I would never look in there or anything. And
That's good.
Yeah. So I just was like, oh, that's where they go. I always thought they were like up for grabs. That they had them like,
what a nice coffee shop they're offering.
Hey,
some fresh product.
We understand you may not always have one on yet. Here you go. I thought that for 30 years of my life, and then I started to learn that it's like the disposal area. Yeah. So I don't know if that's a sheltered kid thing, sheltered boy thing, but 30 years, no clue.
Because that is a shelter kid thing. Because I think you probably thought I'm being very unsheltered right now. I know what female products means. That's clearly
it's for the tamps
a box of free tampons. So. Yeah, I know things that's happening in the world.
Yeah.
That would be nice if they offered them though. I remember my house is like the hang house. I'd have all these friends over, and I was good enough friends with a couple of gals where somehow it came up organically. It's like, have you ever needed those? You're like, I actually have been at your house before, and in my desperation, I've just looked in your cabinets, praying. Obviously, why would I have those? Dudes live there, so then I would throw a box in there.
That was very nice of you.
So yeah, now I live with a woman that she has them in there. But if you're a dude living with dudes and you have people over, just throw a little box in there.
What would you suggest? What do they get?
I don't have a clue. I bought tampons for Katie once, and I definitely got it wrong. And I guess there's different ones that some are like, this is borderline torture to expect me to use these versus some other. So I do your research. Just maybe let us know, Recties.
Send us a video next week.
I did
with
something
what you
wrong.
think.
There's some made of cardboard.
Really?
Don't get those, I don't think. I don't know.
Yeah, Greta Thunberg's not going to like that.
Speaking of medical things, we have a fun video that Family Man wanted us to react to. We haven't seen this yet.
Yeah,
so I want to dive in. If you remember episodes back, we reacted to the woman who faked some weird. She claimed that she got a vaccine and then couldn't dance or talk, and she was faking it.
It only went away if she ran or walked backwards.
Yeah,
awesome.
Cap. So it was fun to make fun of her. Let's do this. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm
We
excited.
have another medical mystery video.
This 33-year-old woman is a Texan through and through. She's lived in
Yeehaw.
Texas all her life.
Okay.
So why does she sound like this?
I'm a true Texan, born and raised.
Lisa Alamia sure sounds like she's from London, but she's never even been there.
I've never been to England. I've never been to any European country, actually.
This is how the mom of three, who lives outside Houston, used to sound.
We just want you to know how blessed we are to have you guys as our pastors.
So what the heck is going on here?
So what the heck is going
Last
on here?
December, Lisa underwent jaw surgery to fix an overbite. When she woke up, she sounded like Mary Poppins.
To fix an overbite. She was disgusting.
She looked like a dog.
Me, this doesn't
But they
sound
fixed
like
that.
me. This I don't want this. Why did it happen to me? Just asking why.
Lisa was diagnosed with
No
a bizarre
shit.
medical condition known as foreign accent syndrome.
They just made that up for her.
Delco is her neurologist.
Guys, like this woman keeps coming to the
Skeptical at
office.
first,
I gotta
of course,
just.
trying to determine if it was real. We wanted to make sure this was not a psychiatric disorder.
It's like this Middle Eastern doctor. What if he's
Foreign
like,
accent
we're trying to
syndrome
figure it
is
out.
very rare. Only 100 cases have been
Amigos.
reported in the last 100 years.
What I hear on the street most often is British.
Karen Butler is from
What?
Oregon, but following dental surgery, she spoke like a woman from Ireland.
No
You started out
way.
with being Dudley.
Yeah.
Didn't answer to that one. Say that again. Dudley?
She'll say something we have no idea
What?
at all what she's trying to refer to.
She's
Now
even like got the
Lisa Almia
slogans.
from Texas
Yeah, having a
has to
laugh.
deal
Yeah.
with the skeptics
All this
who
freaking
question
Farrell
whether
Bogans.
Her new accent is genuine or a gigantic put on.
It's not fake.
Put
It's
on.
an actual syndrome, but because it's so rare and so unheard of, people think it's easier to just say, oh, she's faking it.
No.
It's your dad.
Her family says Lisa's foreign accent definitely is the real deal.
There's the
and it's
problem. They're using a
taking
selfie
little
stick in
getting used to.
2023.
It did freak me out at first, but I think it's hilarious.
Lisa's undergoing speech therapy.
Kind of freaked me out first. Not as bad as the overbite.
I'm trying to pick up an American accent. So for somebody to say, you don't sound British to me it's a compliment. Thank you, because it shows me that what I'm doing is working.
Thank you.
Thank.
They say I don't sound British. I say thank you. I was born and raised in San Antonio.
The husband's like, yeah, it freaked me out, but now it's hilarious.
Now it's funny.
It's hilarious that you guys believe it.
And she's very polite. That woman had braces.
That's what I was gonna say.
So-
Coincidence?
Yeah, she's like, her teeth were perfect. She woke up British, so she loves fried cod, and her teeth look terrible.
We put her in braces 3 days later.
I love. It's always a prim and proper Irish, British. Yeah, what if she woke up? She's like, "Yo, what's up, bro? You already know, hey, repping the 12, F12, bro." She doesn't. You start talking to Ebonics, you lose your job. Like, whoa, what are you doing?
Foreign accent syndrome.
Phone accent syndrome.
Ghetto accent syndrome. Look it up. It's very rare.
Tripping on
Just gets really specific.
not very good at that, yeah.
Just like, yeah, so I had this jaw problem and I got surgery and now I talk like Jesse Pinkman from Breaking Bad. Just like very
science.
Mr. White. That's how I address my husband.
It's my
now.
favorite show. Thank goodness I don't talk like Walter White's son. That would be very offensive. Get out of here.
Not gonna do that.
Get out of here. Yeah,
Now I
don't do
talk like
it.
Walt Jr.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. I don't believe that. I don't know.
I mean, because it's like, all right, that's fine. Sure, you had surgery. Now you talk like you have a British accent. But like, where does that syndrome go? How far does it go? It's like, yeah, now I talk like a 9-year-old girl from Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how far can we take this syndrome?
Yeah, the day the Queen died is the worst day of my life. I didn't know who she was before this. I should have kept the overbite.
Every day I wake up and I read Harry's book. And I watched the documentary. And
He's been treated so wrong.
Princess Diana was just such an amazing woman, and it's just like, all right,
Yeah,
settle down.
settle down.
That's a great find, Derek.
That is a good find. I don't know if I buy it, but that'd be cool. That poor girl, like she looks maybe Hispanic and from Texas, and she's just got everywhere she goes. People gotta be like, what, so you're from? Where are you from?
So how big was your overbite? It's pretty serious. You had to get surgery for it?
Freaked me out at first. Do you think this is what I want her to try? Because any Mexicans I know, they'll talk with no accent at all, but when they order their food, out of nowhere they hit you with the quesadilla. I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I want to know. That's the true test.
Can she snap back into it
Right.
if she's getting some street tacos?
Because I know I have a good buddy of mine. Shout out Fernando. It'll be like he talks normal, and they'll be like, "Where are you from?" He's like, "Do you habla Mexico?" They'll say it. I'm doing it poorly.
But like the way that
I
they
don't
would
have
say
the syndrome.
Yeah.
But so that's what I want to see.
Can we find a certain environment or phrase to get her to snap back into her Houston roots?
Her walking backwards.
Yeah. What's her sprinting on the sidewalk? We got to find it. Also, the other woman they talked about was interesting too. She's even saying words that only Irish people would say. That's a little fishy.
That's fishy.
Yeah, it's a little doodly. What?
We don't know what
Mom,
she's
what are you
saying.
talking about? I said it's a little doodly. What word is that?
Bogan.
I had surgery.
That is a great find. Speaking of the Australian slang, I want to circle back on this. I saw a quick comment. Some guy said, we talked about voting. They said that they have to vote. I quickly Googled it. Australians legally all have to vote.
That's an interesting
right
way of doing things.
Yeah. You should do it like America, where like half of us don't care.
Yeah.
That's way better.
I wonder how that goes. Good for Australia.
It's probably maybe better. I don't know how you do that.
If you don't vote, you may be fined.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As an Australian citizen, age 18 or older, you have a right and a responsibility to enroll to vote.
That's interesting. So if you get, I wonder if you get foreign access syndrome Australian, you're first in line at the voting booths.
Yeah. Who are you thinking for the Prime Minister?
Sir, it's the president. He's like, so foreign access. Hold on.
You don't understand.
Wow.
Had the overbite like a kangaroo's mouth. Got the surgery, and now all I care about is New South Wales.
So far out.
Look like a wallaby. Now I talk like one. That's pretty funny.
That's funny.
Good for Australia. I can't wait to go there. It's going to be a good time. Down under. Perth.
Our next video I'd love to react to. Mike Todd is back in the headlines. Mike Todd, if you don't know, he is a mega pastor out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Swaggy guy. He dresses really cool, drives cool cars, and he
doesn't get any criticism for doing that.
No. We talked about it on the pod a while back. He went viral for spitting on a guy's face. I don't recall the
How do
metaphor.
I word this? Yeah, I don't know what it was either. Like it was like droopy spit too. Remember, it was like gross. Like
mixed it up in his hand.
The crowds, you hear the crowd going,
"Oh,
whoa,
Mike."
So what's he got for us?
It's okay to feel it. Nobody has ever gotten in trouble for feeling it. Everybody say, I can feel it.
I can feel it.
I can't act on it. I'm okay for you to feel horny.
Oh.
Want to cheat on your wife.
Oh, what?
There it is.
I absolutely lost it when he said.
It's a guy reaction.
Okay.
Yeah.
That clip right there.
Yeah, I think that's basically it. A couple things. It's okay to feel horny, and it's okay to want to cheat on your wife.
Just
don't act on it.
I don't feel like he needed to say that. He could have stopped at the one, and people were like, "Okay, I mean, yeah, I guess
it's natural.
We all that, we're human beings." I'm like, wait a second.
I think
It's
things
like,
all the
someone
time.
said it. Finally, I remember holding my son for the first time. I was like, all these nurses around here. I could.
A lot of options.
Yeah, man, they all have to be female. That's a crazy. That's like. I don't know.
It's not like someone caught him saying that on like a hot mic backstage. It was like from the pulpit, he's saying these things. Like
that's crazy. I'm not a fan of picking apart. There's a lot of confusing. We could pick apart theology all day long, but like that statement, even if you're not even a Christian, I feel like you're just an atheist. You're like, hey, I've been thinking about cheating my wife a lot. I feel people be like, that's not okay.
Hey, you should rethink.
That's probably not a good sign.
I mean, I feel like one of the things that everyone believes in is like feelings become thoughts and thoughts become action. And he's just like, feel it as much as you want.
Yeah.
And I mean, feel it.
It's okay. Hey, don't act on it though. Think
Feel
about it.
I feel things all the time.
Obsess over it. Think about it so much. That'll help you not act on it.
Think. In the shower, once your wife falls asleep, in bed, you wake up early, you think about it. You drive to work, think about it. While you're looking at the secretary, who's the woman you're thinking, think about it more. Just don't act on it.
I just don't know how he defends that. Like what we were talking, like the classic, verse people have to point out. Jesus, hey, you think Jesus wasn't serious about sin? He said, if you, not only is it bad to commit adultery, if you even think about it, you've committed it.
Committed it like
That's
in
like
your heart.
One of his famous kind of like, okay, Jesus isn't messing around. I better not even think bad thoughts, let alone act on them. So how does he defend that?
What does Mike say about that? He's big on feelings right now.
I mean, trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's trying to. No, I don't know how he.
I can't find it.
I can't find it. Yeah.
I would love to know maybe what else was in that sermon. Like there were more feelings. Like it's okay to want to feel like cheating on your wife. It's okay to want to feel like you want to shoot up a school. It's okay to want to commit a hate crime.
Just talking about
don't do it.
Just don't do it. Half of you in this room want to just scream the N-word at me. Do it in your head. Do it in your head. That's okay. It's like
That's what I'm
Mike,
trying to say.
I don't want. This isn't okay.
Think about it. Everyone, think about calling me the N-word. And notice how no one does it. That's what I want you to do within your marriage. Think about it a lot. Don't do it. Who wants to get spit on?
Well, we can actually do that. Yeah, that one.
So yeah.
I saw a clip of him. He was trying to kind of work in the trans movement into trying, and he's like, I gotta, keep it real with y'all. I see where y'all coming from. Like if I was Adam and Eve, God was like, man, woman. I would have been like, God, there's only two options. I kind of feel like there should be something in between or something. But that's not what God did. I was like,
it's always good to speak on behalf of like biblical characters. Like, yo, if I'm Jesus, yo, if I'm Moses, it's like I don't think Moses already lived. You don't need to be like recreate their life.
Yeah, it's just like really like trying so hard to marry the two, and it's like that's the thing. I mean, cool outfits though.
But like
I do respect Mike Todd and that the whole preachers and sneakers movement where they're like, why is this pastor got on Gucci shoes? And the pastor would be like, oh, well, and he's trying to explain himself. He just posts like highlight reels of himself wearing Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, it's like, look at it. Look at it.
Yeah, this is cool. And then people comment like, this is cool.
He flaunts it.
Yeah, you gotta, if you double, triple down, you're good.
They Todd for this thing. Come on the pod.
Don't spit on us.
You can spit on me.
Man. It is crazy that church in Tulsa, they're like in arenas now. He is like
really.
He might be like the new Joel Osteen in terms of like the new generation, like of size and stuff.
Really,
I feel like it's really
he's that big,
getting that big. Him and Furtick.
Shout out Tulsa, man.
Yeah, it's wild. It's from Tulsa, from my home state,
the South,
which is in the South.
Will Rodgers is from there.
That's right.
I learned commercial airline
pilot. Some guy tweeted me like, I am very ashamed. You've ruined the reputation of Will Rodgers for a generation. You don't even. I don't think he wasn't a pilot. He was an actor and a comedian. And he died in a plane crash with Wile Coyote.
What?
Wile Post.
Wile Coyote is like the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Character.
He died a different way.
That was an anvil.
Who's the pilot? Wile Post?
I've never heard that name. Another famous Oklahoman?
Who's the guy? No. Oh,
Amelia Earhart.
That is another famous Wile Post, right? That's another famous Oklahoman who was a pilot. And I guess a bad one because he crashed and killed him and Will Rodgers.
That's too bad. It's okay to want to feel like crashing the plane. Just don't act on it.
Yeah, don't.
Wiley.
Have we talked about the Malaysia documentary? We did, right?
Yeah, we briefly talked about it. How we're just.
Yeah, like
have you finished it?
He should have thought about it. No.
Yeah.
Outer Banks, we've been binging.
You still going hard.
Have you watched that?
No.
Outer Banks were.
Well, I think we kind of talked about this last time too, because I tried watching it, but I thought the dialogue.
I was like half awake on the last episode. I'm glad y'all liked it. I left there like, dude, I don't know.
Katie, like, what'd you talk about? I don't know.
I don't know. We were going through it, man.
Last episode was awesome.
Thanks.
We got a lot of comments.
Good. I remember just being like, dude, I can barely. Yeah. Poor Katie was sick. She's great now, so we're thriving. So I was picking up slack for him, and now she just does it all. I haven't even held the kid in a couple of days. It's been refreshing. No, now we're at a point where, I think we were. This is funny. Let's talk about this. When you're with your spouse, significant other, when either of you are sick, the other person really picks up the slack, does a lot for you, and you're appreciative, but you might not notice it as much, right? Because you're so focused on how bad you feel.
Gotcha.
So I felt like I was really trying to do it all, and of course I'm happy to. She's going through it, and she's gotten way better. And this morning, I got up, I let her sleep in a little, and I fed him, changed him, got some, cleaned out some different bottles, got things prepped, went and got her a coffee. I said, hey, I'm going to work. There's a coffee waiting for you. She texts me just reading. She's like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. I can't believe you did that. And I've been doing this for days. But now she feels great. She's like, you did this for me. I felt good enough to do it. She's like, you take your time today. Even if you finish work early, go to the gym. Maybe do it.
She's like, go
earn some points.
Yeah, go bring some beer home.
Earn some points. But
some Taco Bell. When
she is sick, or even when she's mildly sick, I like the way guys and girls are different. She likes to really update me.
Yeah.
I'll just, maybe if I feel mildly, I just won't even say anything, but like we'll be here at the studio all day and I'll see a text from her. She'll be like, I'm just like really tired because like I just, in that one feed, he was like difficult. And I'm just like, I don't know. I just think I need a nap. And I'll kind of,
what do you respond?
Maybe take one, or Appreciate you keeping me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you should take.
Thanks for the alert. I don't know. But you're in my thoughts and prayers.
Just told the guys we're all thinking about you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they're really grateful for the update and let us know.
Like, you have a time in mind for the nap? I can like tell my assistant and let her know. Like when you're thinking about napping.
Yeah, we can try to just text me stuff like, man, I honestly think the leftovers from the other day aren't good anymore, so I think I'm going to throw those out and like get something for us for lunch. It's crazy you think I care about that. Just do whatever. I'm not.
Rachel doesn't do it via text. I think I see that more in person. So it'll be like, I'm working at her house. It's like middle of the day, like work hours. I'm like editing something. I have headphones in. And she'll like walk over to where I'm editing and like, look at this spoon. And I'm like, how about that? Yeah. Taking it. Oh, wow.
It's a cute little one, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it is kind of weird. Huh. Yeah. Okay, go back to editing. A little bit later, she's like looking out the window. I think his grandsons are visiting again. What? I think his grandsons are visiting Dennis again. Oh, well, that's fun. That's great. Okay. Go back to working a little bit later.
That is when you...
Have you seen my computer charger? Have you checked your room yet? Oh, no, I'll check my room. Okay. All right.
That is work from home. I've had to do several times. Like when I'm actively like doing this, like don't just start talking at me. Maybe like say, Trey, can I get your attention? Or that's great. Dave, you ever get updates?
Yeah, I got a text today saying, no, my head is killing me, which I feel very bad about. But what am I supposed to do?
That sucks for you.
Okay. Yeah. It's okay to feel like you have a headache.
Wake up in the morning, she rolls over. She's like, I had the postpartum sweats again last night. I mean, sweat was literally dripping down my back. Good morning to you too.
All right.
Thank you for the details.
Good morning. Let's have a good day today.
I didn't know that's a thing, by the way. That happened to your wife? She
postpartum sweat?
I guess in a few weeks after, your body for some reason will just sweat profusely, and she's like, she'll like lay down a towel over the sheet. She's like, I got to do this because of all the sweat. I'm like, just do it, okay?
It's crazy what happens to a woman's body, like the entire pregnancy realm, pre, during, post. I mean, I just find out something every podcast episode, something different that happens to women after they give birth. How did they do this thousands of years ago, by the way?
How did it even get here? I guess it went wrong a lot. I don't know. I don't know. Right? I'm doing a bit in my show about like, the women are psychopaths. I mean, I'm the guy, I'm not even going through it all. I'm like, he can be an only child, right?
Like you've changed like 6 diapers and you're like, this is probably good.
Yeah.
Let's just have the one kid.
Man, he was up from like 3 to 4 kind of crying last night. Like,
let's just have one.
Yeah. Let's just work really hard to not make him be an annoying only child.
Yeah.
I think it's
have a lot of friends around him. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Katie is like sweating every night she goes to sleep. If she's sleeping, her boobs hurt like crazy.
Yeah.
She's bleeding. And she's like, I want 6 more.
You're a psychopath. I'm going to update you on how bad I feel on everyone.
Yeah. That'll be good.
How you're doing what, 2 weeks?
Yeah. So we're having our third. And like, but every time you say something, it's so blocked out of my memory that I have to like, oh yeah, that did happen. The sweats did happen. Like that would.
I am surprised by that because I guess that's maybe there's something in the human mind that blurs this out. Because I'll ask my parents, like Katie's parent, will be like, what were we like as infants? Like, did we cry a lot? Or then my mom will be like, I don't really know. I don't like. That's probably good. We blocked this horrible.
Yeah, or nothing was maybe that bad. Just like, you're just normal babies.
The lack of sleep, I think, too, though. Like, time's not real. Nothing's real. Those first few weeks.
It has been like the weirdest. It's crazy when you can go to bed and wake up 8 hours later, how fast your life goes by. I mean, when you break that up, the last 3 weeks feel like an eternity.
That makes sense, I guess. It feels like you're awake all the time.
Because I get awake in like 2 or 3 hours every time, and it's crazy.
Dang.
It's not the worst. So if you ever feel like, man, life's just going by too fast, we gotta slow down, just set your alarm for every 2.5 hours.
Okay.
And it'll be a long
I might just do that in solidarity with you guys.
Thank you.
You're both gonna have newborns.
I'll call you every time.
Yeah. Just kind of get a group chat going.
I've had some friends do this to me, and I like to do this now. Kind of the new dad flex. where at like the 4 a.m. feed, I'll just catch up on a few texts.
Yeah.
You know,
Just let them know that I'm up.
You wake up to text from me at 4:15 in the morning. They're like,
he's up
it's kind of a flex. Yeah.
Yeah. Up and at him. That's kind
It's
of
crazy
fun.
how quickly it's normal too. I was just chilling with my wife and child at like 3:30 last night. This is chill.
You just completely just like
the first week you're like, this is a sleep time. and
now you're like you're no different than the bugs and the birds. You're just up
whenever.
It doesn't matter. Time is just a construct. I'm with the sun and the moon now.
Sure am.
You're gonna start going crazy. There's a solar eclipse. We have total totality or whatever. You start. Whoa! We're gonna be feeding right now. What's going on?
It's real.
Go!
Is that my son? He sounded like a bird.
Falsetto.
How long have we been going?
That's fun.
About 40 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's flying by.
Flying by.
Wait,
you got anything else before we get to some segments? What?
Okay, yeah. I was gonna say I know we wanted to call Katie at some point.
While we're on the topic, let's get to. It's time for Judge Jake.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's see if we can grab her. Because everyone misses Katie. Segment Judge Jake. You got to remember the gavel at Tacoma.
Yeah, got to bring that to Tacoma.
Get you a judge's cape or something.
I will. I'll put a wig on and everything too.
See if she answers. Surely she will.
Hello.
Hey, you busy?
I'm just bottle feeding him. Good.
How's he doing?
He's eating it down like a champ.
Katie, this is a minor Judge Jake. Is it eating or drinking the milk? She likes to say he's eating the milk, which I disagree with. Thoughts?
Katie, every time you always say he's eating the milk?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Did Trey, every time you say he's drinking the milk?
Yes.
So it's like,
right.
He's feeding right now.
Mm-hmm.
You would say like, he's drinking right now.
Yeah, I'd be like, she's breastfeeding, and man, bottoms up, he's drinking. And she's like, he's eating my boobs, which I disagree with. Yeah, she says that. Okay, we're gonna do Katie. You ready for a little Judge Jake?
All right.
Okay.
He's eating my boobs.
Okay, wait. Let's get the energy up, please. Just kidding. Did you get more rest?
Closer to the mic.
A little bit.
Okay. Did you like the coffee I left you?
Yes. You did a very good job this morning.
Cha-ching.
Wow. All right. Little Judge Jake, we ready?
Judge is in session.
I'll go first. Katie doesn't know the topic. Katie, we all miss you. Wow, the recties are just swooning. And we announced the live shows. Should they go? The live show of the podcast. Should they go?
Definitely go. I'll be there.
Cool.
Fun.
So this happened recently. Judge Jake, my opening statement. Katie is a mom. She's creating life. She's making it grow. Very busy, very taxing, of course.
Currently burping.
Yeah, burping him. Which you burp a baby is funny. You really beat the tar out of him.
It bothers me when I see other people do it as hard as they do.
And I told her she hadn't been feeling well, obviously, tired. So I was trying to pick up the slack, trying to keep the place tidy as best we could. And one day I said to her, Katie, I want to say something to you with love. Could you receive it with love? And she kind of looked at me as if, no, I won't.
Yeah.
I was going to say it. I'm like, I understand what you're going through. I'm cleaning up. I'm happy to really try to help with the meals, cook the stuff. But if you use a single dish for your oatmeal, could you please just not allow it to cake on like concrete? You're leaving them all over the place. Just the one, could you do that? And she looked me right in my eye and in like a sheltered way. She wanted to say F you, but we were all sheltered. And she was just like, while you're out, I had just gone on a hour-long run with a friend. She goes, well, you're all running around town. I'm raising our child. And I quickly just said, okay, get to work on that concrete. And I didn't say it again. I said it again yesterday with love. She was feeling better. She received it a little better. But all I'm saying, I was doing 99% of it. The one thing that's my ask.
The concrete.
Judge, that's it for my opening statement.
Katie?
Well, As I'm sitting here with a fussy baby and you're doing that, I mean, he went for a nice hour-long run. I haven't done anything like that for myself. And so I just did not think that he shouldn't be making any sort of comments.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's short and sweet, huh?
I mean, it's pretty to the point.
I'm very interested in what Judge Ike has to say. I have a feeling what way the audience might lean, but you're not the judge. So let's hear it, Judge.
All right, Katie. Nice to chat with you, by the way. Congratulations.
Congrats, yeah. You got him out.
If the roles were reversed, Trey has birthed a baby. Trey is feeding.
And by the way, it was very painful.
Yeah, I know.
He is feeding the baby. He's doing everything. He is
all natural. I didn't get the epidural in time.
He is sweating like a rainforest every night when he sleeps.
And by the way, my spouse is thinking about cheating on me while I'm giving birth. It's a callback from the podcast. Just roll it.
She's gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, what did she talk about?" If the roles were reversed, and you felt like you're taking care of all the household chores, you're picking up the slack everywhere else, and you also had to look into renting a jackhammer to get the oatmeal off the bowl, would you continue to just scrape it off and just put up with it, or would you say something to Trey?
I would not say something because I'm just very kind.
There you have it. That's pretty black and white. I'm kind, so I wouldn't have said anything.
I guess when you're a newborn mom, you're now the judge. I've never heard a judge say, "What do you think should happen?"
Just trying to get some perspective here, and I think when it comes down to it, I got to side with the mother here because she is so kind, and say, Katie, enjoy that oatmeal. Leave it on there as long as you need to. Trey will just get some forearm strength going. So,
yep.
Good job, Katie.
There it is.
I do have a solution.
Oh no.
Katie is the judge.
Oh no.
Trey could wake up and make me a full breakfast every morning and then clean it up after. No issues with the oatmeal sitting there.
Would have loved to hear this during the opening statement. I've already made my decision.
Well, yeah, all right. Just dirty a bunch of bowls. You don't have to use them. But I guess that's my job. Well, say hi to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
All right. And Katie and I went our first night out last night. We went and grabbed dinner and beers at a place nearby.
Ooh.
I didn't know they had these. Derek, you might know this. We had a little car seat, with the child in it, and they go, it's crazy how much attention you get when you have a very pregnant wife and when you have a very new baby. And people just immediately like, oh.
They just tell.
My God. And we're like, yeah, first time out. And you chose us. Come right this way. They had a little pull-out platform made specifically to set car seats in.
Oh.
Restaurants have these.
Not familiar with this at all.
And the waiter came over. He's like, I'm guessing we're wanting a little more than just water. Looked down at the baby. Like, yeah, we'll have a few.
Yeah, he'll have some milk.
And he just laid there quietly. And it's sad how much that meant to me.
That's great, though.
And then I ate the beers.
That's right. Well done. All right.
Katie still got it.
She still got it, folks. Love you. Bye. Talk later.
Bye, guys.
I still think I'm
Bye-bye.
right. I think I'm right. I thought she would. That's another point of contention. She never hangs up the phone.
Yeah, I've seen people in my life who do that.
Thank you, Judge Jake.
Does she have cool sayings like, I learned pump and dump and just awesome?
Fun.
Are you okay? Are you talking about the first look or no? Pump and dump. What? Yeah. What are kind of the
what she does in the middle of the night?
Well, so pump and dump is I think if you drink, you're supposed to pump.
Oh yeah. So
but I think you're actually okay to not do.
Well,
don't take
Katie,
medical advice from me.
I think so. Katie's very much a rule follower, so she's like, I'll have half a beer because I don't want him. Mm-hmm. But I guess if you're a lady who really likes your drinks, which if you do, I mean, you haven't drinking in a year, you deserve it. They say, because you feed, you put out milk every few hours. Just have at it, have a few drinks, and then pump out that next one and get rid of it. Because
it's like when doctors have a needle and they kind of squirt some out at the beginning. Yeah.
But yeah,
like a syringe.
Katie's not dying to have that much.
Interesting. Yeah, is it just like a direct, like, I have so many questions about all this stuff. Just like, will the baby taste out? Like if the mom has a bunch of alcohol, does alcohol get in the milk? Yeah. Does the baby start saying, hey, bruv,
yeah,
enough?
I guess it could just upset his stomach and you're going to have bigger problems.
Interesting. Man, that's interesting. It's pretty fun.
Okay, let's get to the next segment. White people weddings. This is segment worthy. We do this enough. It's a segment. First and foremost, a Recti DM'd me on the Instagram and just said we had been talking about first dance songs or like wedding songs. You got to be careful what the song is.
Yeah.
Someone DM'd me and said I went to a wedding once where the daughter dad dance was "Remember When" by Alan Jackson. You know this classic? Remember when. She's like, read the lyrics.
Okay. Because on the surface, I'm like, oh yeah, nice song.
When I was young and so were you, and time stood still and love was all we knew. You were the first, so was I. We made love and then you cried.
Because the first three sentences sound like father, daughter, cute. You were young. All we had was love, which I made to you. And then you cried.
Can you believe a daughter dad actually danced to that?
Is there anything else in the lyrics?
Remember when 30 seemed so old, now looking back, it's just a stepping stone to where we are, where we've been. I took off your clothes and that didn't remember when. That's a little much. Maybe he's talking about like changing her diaper.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Made love's tough to. We created it. Like together we bonded.
I very lovingly.
The first year you were alive, I didn't fully love you. You're kind of a bother.
And I kind of made it through the huggies, through taking off your clothes, putting them back on, you crying because you're a baby. It made love.
So we'll let it pass. That was just a great detail. And then came across this beauty on Instagram. Looks like a groom. He had a little surprise for the wife. Let me just say real quick: hate surprises, hate pranks.
Pranks?
I've never been into it. To me, it's like it's just a lot of effort. I don't know if it's worth it to me.
Yeah, I don't think I like pranks. I'm okay with surprises.
Pranks, like someone did a whole thing to me. Like they put a bunch of glitter in my shoes, and I just kind of like vacuum it out. I was like, was this fun for us?
You didn't even get to see me like enjoy it, really. Right. Yeah.
Don't like surprises, don't like pranks. So let's see what he has in store here. Number one, he's got on a super tan suit with a polka dot tie. Don't love it.
Oh, I still haven't picked out my suit, so maybe I'll go with that.
I think a tan suit's nice, but not with the polka
dot. I actually, you don't know about any of this. Nobody in the room really knows about this, but for the last
I've been thinking about cheating you for the whole time.
Doing a little planning, and
wait. Is he wearing an Apple Watch?
Working on something. So DJ,
is it an Apple Watch? Is it?
I'm just kidding. I could not do that to you guys.
Oh wow, hot crowd.
Wow, what a prank.
Do it! So I want to raise a glass.
Oh, he's taking his clothes off. Is it an Apple Watch? Can you tell? Put on a nicer watch. What's the bit here?
That's what I was going to say.
Prank.
I can't tell what he was like.
I actually don't know about any of this. Nobody in the
I can't tell what he was like proposing to do. Was it going to be rapping or dancing?
Both, I guess.
Huh.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's kind of harmless and fun. The crowd loved it, but I'm surprised that went viral. Like there was nothing to it. There was no substance to that prank.
Hot crowd.
Yeah, they loved it.
Disappointing.
Oh my gosh! Oh, he played like hip hop music for like 3 seconds, and we were all like, "What the heck?" And then it went away. Oh my gosh. Okay, that is funny. Because she was like, she look at her face. There was no prank.
Just some motivation for you at your wedding. You think you might do pranks?
I think weddings are a great time to prank the bride. I've said
Agreed.
that.
I think the bride. I think all brides can agree. They love like unforeseen things. on their wedding day.
Uncertainty. Yeah, just didn't see that coming. That's a curveball. You know it's a good wedding day if afterwards those are the sayings your wife is saying.
Is your wedding indoor or outdoors?
It's able to be either, depending on the weather, which would be nice. So it should be.
But outdoor.
Yeah, outdoor is the priority
You got
one.
plan B.
Yeah, but we got indoor space if need be. So yeah, good prank. That made me think of just like the weird songs and lyrics. I can't remember if I told this right in the podcast before, but one time I was DJing a wedding, and most times when like people would like give me requests when I would DJ a wedding, I would usually just make something up like, oh, I don't have the Wi-Fi to the venue, so I can't like find new songs. Like I only have what I already have downloaded, you know, whatever. I just didn't want to play their song.
Right.
Or be an old person like, can you play the Twist and Shout? Me and Deborah would love that. Like, well, the bride gave me a list of songs. You know, I just make something up. Except, what do you do when the father of the bride himself puts a request in? And what do you do if the father of the bride requests that you play Chunky by Bruno Mars?
How does that song go?
Exactly. It's not even like a hit. It's like a deep track from Bruno Mars. And so I'm like, I mean, just the word chunky, like it's not, I can't imagine it being a great song to play. And two, or not that it's going to be an awful song, but just weird that the father of the bride wants to hear the song Chunky at his daughter's wedding. So let me tell you some of the lyrics from Chunky.
Okay, can't wait.
Right off the bat. She's got to shake her little something. Ooh, throwing that thing from left, right, side to side. She got to have her own money. Oh yeah. Shout out to the girls that pay their rent on time. If you getting naughty, baby, here's my phone. If you ain't here to party, take your bag home. I've been searching everywhere, and now here you are. Just basically, I mean, it's just like a, I don't know, seductive song. And he's like, you have to play Chunky. I was like,
yeah,
you're paying for all this, so I guess I'll play Chunky.
How tough is it to be a DJ? Because I found myself, we had a big Christmas party. Remember, it was a blast.
Yeah.
And my buddy was DJing. I was like, you got to play. I kept requesting songs that I love, that I know like my buddies love, but he's like, it's not upbeat enough. Like, stop. It was like Frank Ocean, you know.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
And I was just like, come on, man. And I got him to play it, and it was like, yeah, this is kind of lame. Sorry. I bet 80% of a DJ's job is just deflecting. Like, okay, yeah, I'll play that.
Yeah, for sure.
Why isn't he playing it? He said he would.
I think the best thing, no matter what you're DJing for, like who the audience is, play music that audience listened to in high school. Can't go wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Something that they know all the words to, even if it's not that upbeat, they could sing along to it because they know the words to it. Can't go wrong with that.
So like, but this old man wanted Chunky by Bruno. He was a little ahead of his time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he knew a deep track from Bruno Mars, and I gotta say, after listening to the song, it is catchy, but it just made me a little uncomfortable to play it at his daughter's wedding.
Okay, I'm gonna send one more. That first wedding video was lame, so I'm gonna send Derek. I'm gonna send you guys this one, so we can react to a ridiculous one. Weddings, I just don't know. Do you guys have anything crazy planned? I don't know if weddings are the places for people to show off.
Yeah, I don't.
You know?
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it should ever be like, hey, everyone look at this one person doing this thing. Like,
it's like the best man or one of the speeches. They do some whole spiel that the only thing you think about the one night. Even if they kill it, you're like my greatest memory of that night.
The spoken word was interesting.
Yeah, was that performance that was put on.
Yeah, I think weddings are not really a place for that. It's to celebrate the marriage.
Anyone sing during the ceremony?
I was going to ask you about that.
Oh.
Until that kind of last thing you said.
Glue by Usher?
Yeah, it's like I ask you to sing, and I know you don't want to, but yeah, you get to sing whatever song you want. You don't have to run it by me and Rachel?
We can't hear the vowels. So caught up. You're like,
You're just screaming.
Wow.
You're just, doing the falsetto to climax while we're trying to have a wedding. Yeah, sorry, it's part of he gets to sing whatever he wants for 5 minutes. So.
I know. I know it's a little much for the daughter-dad dance, but it's a great Usher song.
I booked him for 2 hours, so we're gonna use him. Yeah, no, I don't think we're having anything too crazy.
Did you send it?
I texted you.
It's in a text message.
It's in a text. Is it not sending?
Oh, I got it. My bad.
Why people weddings? I'm excited to go to a wedding though. I think.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
I have 2 this
it's
year.
a little bit unseasonally.
Okay.
Okay.
Looks like a maid
Also
of honor
tan.
speech. Ooh, a little power suit here.
Yeah, a little like, I don't know. It seems a little casual for a wedding. I don't know.
Pantsuit.
It's a little bit unseasonally warm, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove my coat quickly. Dustin, could you?
Oh, it's about
just
the
hold
coat.
This?
I was gonna say.
What do you think's gonna happen here? What is she gonna reveal?
I don't know. Like I'm gonna say a wrestler's singlet. Someone's face is on it. Someone's face is on a tank top. Oh. Okay. Someone's face is all over her pants.
Look at him. He's like,
oh, is that his face?
I gotta deal with her the rest of my life.
This girl thinks he's a comedian.
She just got their faces printed on the pants.
So, for those of you in the back, they can't see me. We had a quick little outfit change up here to show my true dedication to Amanda. I'm now wearing her face all over my body, even in places you cannot see.
That's hilarious. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
It's a great bit when you're like, I'm gonna do this thing. Most people can't see it, so I'll
You
just
have to explain
describe it. So
what? Yeah. What if
you can't see it? You're not laughing. I can only imagine it's because you can't see it. I just have her face. Her face is on the shirt.
It's a visual joke. So I feel like I'm podcasting right now. You guys can't really see it, I guess. The bride thinks it's funny. So if you can't see me, look at the bride. She's laughing. She's laughing. She loves it. So
the best was the groom's face, who was just kind of like, this girl's
the
alive.
groom was like, "Kid, this is what they warned me about." That's her sister.
White people weddings. Send us those. We'd love any clip.
Yeah,
of white people
anything.
wedding.
Yeah, the weddings are great to react to.
Terrific.
So, yeah, that's good. I don't think we'll have anything too extreme like that. The only like even somewhat creative thing we're doing is trying to like announce people to like go get the buffet line. We're gonna try to do something fun for that.
I love
But
buffet
even
style.
then, it's not gonna be like about us. Like I'm not gonna be changing my outfit.
I feel like I've had a bad luck of being one of the last tables announced.
Yeah.
So if you could put me up there, it'd be great.
Yeah. Last wedding I was at, I
so-
was a groomsman, which felt awesome to be able to get it very quickly.
Right. Are y'all doing CD chart?
Yeah.
Am I on a table with cool people?
We haven't done it yet. What? You have any preference? Who do you want? You want people who are gonna like?
You got any other? Is
really
there any
freak out
influencers
to
there?
be, yeah, like an influencer table or like maybe
Yeah, put me. If there's any people that are potential to be like huge fans,
yeah,
put me there.
Like I have a few in mind, like Rachel's friends' moms who are definitely gonna like lose their mind. The fact that you're there.
Put me there,
What if
yeah.
you just sat with them the whole night?
3 couples all in their 60s.
Not even the dads either. What about just the moms?
Woman, yeah. With the dads standing somewhere else. Yes.
Just the moms. And Katie's also at a separate table. So it's just you and moms.
It's just on an island. That. If it gets me my buffet first, I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll send you some proposals, some options.
Love it.
Yeah, we need to do a seating chart, but I think that'll be fun. I've heard from other couples like we kind of enjoy doing the seating chart, kind of pairing people up and like, oh yeah, they'd be fun together.
Kind of is. It's not bad.
Yeah. So yeah, once we get our RSVPs in, we'll get after it.
Yeah, I guess it's not time for that yet. How long have we been going? We've been
hour and 4 minutes.
Hour 4. Can I hit you guys with a trigger just to end it?
Yeah, let's give people a little more. What do you got?
I'm very triggered by the United States passport renewal system.
I just got mine renewed. What went wrong with yours?
Must be nice.
What's up?
You just go about your life just with this peace of mind, knowing you have your passport.
It was a nice relief to have it. They kind of leave you in leave you a real gray area.
So did you mail yours in?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't believe how antiquated this system is of like, you guys know about the internet, right? The internet's great.
Yeah.
Like the internet's really good. A lot can happen on the internet, but not passport renewals for some reason. I can't just like, I don't know. So you have to just like mail in your passport with printed off documents that you have to like write.
I had
with
to go to
pen.
CVS and they had to take my photo.
I
on
have
a
to staple it.
2004 Kodak.
Yes. You have to staple it in the exact spot. Like they said, put staples here.
Yeah.
I had to buy a stapler for this.
Yeah.
I had to buy a stapler. I had to buy envelopes. I had to buy stamps.
Printer.
Printer, ink, all this stuff just to renew. It's like not even my first time. It's one thing if it's like, we don't know who you are. The government isn't sure. It's like, I am.
Have you sent it in yet?
So I did. But now it's like, and I sent it to the expedited one.
Yeah.
But even that just felt so, I think nowadays we're so inundated with the internet. Everything happens so quickly and it's confirmed. I get a confirmation email. This is just mail it in. Hey, and make sure to write expedite on the envelope. I'm like, that's what I do to expedite it is my handwriting. It feels like not very trustworthy.
Yeah. And just so you know, their whole system where it's like, check the status of it. You type in whatever your info, and it just says we can't tell you. And the tracking made me believe, like the USPS tracking made me believe that it'd been lost in transit because it's just like stuck at whatever it was. So I hit up customer service, and they hit me back just saying like, oh yeah, that just means we have it.
Oh, they always get stuck. That's why it takes 10
out
weeks.
of nowhere. I didn't get an email or anything. I opened the mailbox. It was in there. Dang. It was in just a USPS envelope, just a passport and nothing else. I thought that was interesting. There wasn't like documents or like kind of confirmation or like, here's your passport. It was just, I was like, okay. And it's brand new and I got it. But I agree. It felt very,
it was weird.
I was totally in the dark. Like, I guess you have it. I'm getting it.
Because like
sometime.
Right now I don't have a passport. Like I don't even know how I would get a new one if that didn't work now.
It's not a good feeling.
So
just a tip with passports, because I've had a friend get screwed. My sister nearly just got screwed. If you have a passport countries won't allow you to enter if a passport's expired in the next like 6 months.
Yeah, weird rule.
So you learned something. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Because that happened to a friend where they're going on a honeymoon, and he realized, oh my gosh, they somehow figured this out before, thank goodness. And he had to do some crazy like expedited, I need this like day of thing, and only available was like Dallas. So he had to hop on a 12-hour trip to Dallas, flight and back, just to get this thing done. And so there you go. Because we're going hopefully to Australia and stuff when mine's like a month from expiring, but I guess that wouldn't work.
Wow. Well,
so
good for
got it renewed. I got it. Looks good. Good for 10 years.
When I mailed it in, it was like, do you have an expected international travel? And like, when is the date? I was like, well, that's nice. Maybe they try to work with you and make sure you get it by then. And so even though the honeymoon's not to like June 3rd, I said it was like May 14th.
Of course.
I was like, give me a little cushion here.
That's still a really good guy lie. Like I would be like, I'm traveling in a month.
Yeah.
But you're like, I'm going to lie about 2 weeks.
You can have 2 months. I'll give you 2 months to get it done.
Yeah.
And then, give us about a 3-week cushion. So good guy lie.
It probably took mine a month.
You did the expedited one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I'll be all right.
And then we have to get freaking Thomas a passport, which I heard my sister said that with her baby. I heard it's an ordeal because there's all these rules for the photo. It's like he's got to be eyes open, facing forward. Like you can't be in it. So I guess they had an ordeal like holding the baby where you couldn't see their arm, but then like
using a stick to prop
trying to
up
be
his
like,
head.
hey, eyes open, and like look forward. And
this could take hours.
Yeah.
I think Rachel's got it kind of good because you can actually schedule an in-person meeting to get your passport renewed if you're changing your name. So post-wedding, she's going to go and change her license, change her passport and everything. And she gets to do it in person because they have to do that. So life hack. Just change your name and you don't have to mail it in.
Boom. Well, there you have it, Recties. Go get tickets to the live podcast show. We're trying it. Get tickets, support it. Come out, have a good time, so we can keep doing. So we have an excuse to do more of them.
Yeah, get your ticks.
My website. Check my Instagram. All this. It'll be out there. Thank y'all. Like, subscribe. See you next week.
Correct opinion.